Hello everyone, welcome back to the final day of the lower back recovery series this week. What we're going to be looking at today is still doing mobility, stretching and strengthening like we looked at yesterday, but we're going to be pushing it a little bit further, so really starting to strengthen into those deep core muscles as well as around the glutes and the pelvis. What's really important if you're on to day 7 today is with any of the routines that we've done today, work out what exercises resonate with you that you could then add into your weekly routine so that long term it becomes more sustainable and more likely that you're going to regularly stretch and move your lower back. Welcome to the final day of our 7-day recovery series for the lower back. So to kick things off, we're going to have a look at a quick cat-cow movement. Again, integrating that movement through the whole spine that we've looked at with other videos in this series. Hopefully you're finding each day as I'm adding on new exercises that it's all about, pushing the lower back, seeing if we can stretch it a little bit more, adding that extra bit of strengthening, adding that extra bit of mobility, and just almost basing it on what feels comfortable for your specific body. Once we've done that, where we've gone into that cat-cow position, we're then going back into that child's pose position, really opening up through the back and decompressing through that lower back. Next, we want to have a look at adding in the knee hugs with the sways or the circles, whatever felt more comfortable for you in the previous videos, and just wanted to open up and just gently release through that lower back. So to repeat, we've gone through cat-cow, gone into child's pose, and then into knee sways. So the aim of our video today is to start to bring everything together so you can create and design your own movement routine and stretching routine and strengthening routine for the lower back. Next, we want to look at hip circles. Like I've said on the other videos when we looked at these hip circles, particularly if it feels like it's catching or it's clicking or it just feels really uncomfortable, you can either skip this exercise or just reduce the range or go a little bit slower. The idea is we want to add in that mobility, yes, into the lower back, but also the surrounding structures as well. Once you've done that, where you've gone into the circles and you've done the mobility through the hips and we've stretched through, the next thing we want to start to look at is stretching through the piriformis. Like I said on the previous video, you can either stick with this particular stretch across the glutes into the piriformis, or you can add in that harder stretch where you have the leg out in front and you gently allow the body to drop over the leg. It is completely up to you, whatever feels more comfortable for your body. What I love is everyone's unique, everyone's an individual, so what feels really comfortable for one person might not feel that comfortable or the right stretch to do for someone else, so you want to find the best ones for you. Once we've added in that lovely movement and stretching, the next thing we want to move on to is that core activation. So we looked at this last time with breathing, so as we're breathing in, we're pushing the tummy out, and as we breathe out, we're pulling the tummy in tight, almost lifting up through the pelvic floor as well. So imagine you're lifting up the pelvic floor towards your belly button, keeping your back flat on the floor, and then repeating that again. So you want to look at about 3 to 5 breathing cycles, or you can do it for time if you would prefer. But the reason why we do this is by adding in breathing, it gets you to really start to fire through that transverse abdominis muscle, the deep core support. Next, moving into those glute bridges. Again, this is great for really testing your core, testing your stability, firing through the glutes. That takes pressure off the lower back, so you've got that lovely strength through that lower body as well as around that lower back area to prevent injury. Once you've done that, we're going to do the beginner form of the core, like we said before, bracing the core, allowing the back to be flattened against the floor, and then gently tapping the toes down towards the ground, aiming for either reps. You can either do 10 to 15 reps either side, or for time, whatever feels more comfortable, and really firing through that core. Once you've done that, or if it's too easy, we can then start to make it a little bit more advanced. So you're keeping the legs in the same position, but what you're doing is you're bringing the arms up as well, so you're alternating. So when you drop the leg down, you drop the opposite arm, so you're literally going as far as you feel comfortable, making sure back is flat on the floor, core is tight, and you're activating through. If that's too easy, you can straighten the leg out and drop it as a straight leg, but for a lot of people this is a great beginner exercise. With the routine we've shown over the last 7 days, you want to make your own, so pick and choose the exercises that feel great for you and add it in either before or after exercise, whatever feels more comfortable.